Hi, Stephen. My name is Suzanne Lancaster, and I was looking for pool refinishing renovations in Mansfield, Texas, and found your information on Thumbtack. And so I wanted to give you some tips on how to get more visibility on Google so that you don't have to pay for Thumbtack and get more customers calling you about doing pool renovations. I picked pool renovations because that seems to be a very lucrative part of pool services. The clients we have say that it's a quicker in and out in terms of the time it takes to do the work, and it is less capital on your end. And they really like just redoing pools and seeing the great finishes and really helping the owners out. So that's what we're focusing on today. So first of all, I can tell we're on your website, and I like your stock photos; they're really cute. I like the fact that you have a picture of your headquarters, and having the different services down here is great. That's really nice. Having a contact information is good. I would recommend putting this contact form on every page. That way, no one has to click through to find out how to get in touch with y'all. A lot of people don't like to necessarily call you. They'd rather fill out a form, and so that way at least you can call them quicker. I like the fact that you have some information about you. I would just put some more, go into a little bit more detail about your business. Why are you the best at what you do? Give some good details on it. And so let's look at pool renovations. I already opened that one up. You have some great stock photos in here. I would just recommend having some more content about what you can do for them. Go into detail about how you do renovations, what you offer in renovations. Do you redo the plaster in the pool? Do you redo the pool deck? What do you use on the pool deck? What do you use for a plaster? Do you do fiberglass instead? Just different things like that. Go into a lot more detail. The more detail rich your website is, the more Google is going to see and rank you higher. And really, if you can have a lot more information on your home page, your home page was likely indexed first on Google. And so the more content you can have on your homepage, the better. And I'm talking about 1,000 words, which is a lot, but it's definitely doable. And that is something that I can help you with. And the pool construction, I would just go into some more information on this too. I know there's a lot that goes into pool construction, and I'm sure that you can think of, and I can think of a lot more things that we need to talk about. Just going into detail about how does the pool construction work, from the client's perspective, what's going to be happening. So let's look and see what we have to do to get ranked high on Google so that more people can find you and contact you. So I looked for pool resurfacing in Mansfield. That was my search terms. So this is Google Local. This is the name, address, and phone number of these businesses are in or very close to Mansfield. So you need to get a name, address, and phone number in Mansfield, and that's something that we can help you with. And so they have submitted their name, address, and phone number to a lot of different online directories, and Google sees that and ranks them higher because they're very specific for my search term. They do pool resurfacing, and they're in Mansfield, Texas. So that's the first thing is about 60% of your customers are going to be clicking in here and clicking on one of these first 3 people. So you want to get a name, address, and phone number in Mansfield and get ranked high up in here. So how many name, address, and phone numbers are we talking about? It's quite a few. There's a lot of different online directories. You would be surprised. So they're Altex Pools and Handcrafted Pool Care, F66 and 36 respectively. These guys are a little bit further out from Mansfield, but I was just looking to get an idea of how many they had. So I'd say 70 citation sources. Citation sources are the name, address, and phone number listed to those directories. So 70 different directories we need to submit that new name, address, and phone number to. The second part is getting you listed high up in Google Organic. And so we want to see how do we get as high as True Blue Pool Renovations, because we want to be up here, or at least in the top 5. So True Blue Pool Renovations is going to have some good authoritative content. They don't have 1,000 words, but they have more text than you do. They are specific to Mansfield, which is a big deal. And they have other websites that are voting for them. So these votes are links from other websites. So how many links do they have? There's a called Majestic that tells us that. There are 5 other websites that are talking about them. So we can also help with that. It takes some time and effort, but we can get other websites talking about you. And let me give you an idea of what we can do for you. So you want to get as specific as possible. If you want to focus on Mansfield for pool renovations, that is a great idea. Mansfield has about 150,000 people at least, so it is a big suburb, and it's not really service heavy. You could tell that Home Advisor was the second. I'm sorry, Yellow Pages was the second domain showing up. So we can definitely dominate this first page with your websites. So speaking of, I would recommend creating a website for Mansfield and about pool renovations, not just having a tab on yours. So let me show you one that we did in Phoenix. We talk about repairs, resurfacing, remodeling, repainting. Google sees this, and so it is indexed higher than the other ones because of this. This is a clickable link on a smartphone, so if someone just pushes that with their phone number and it calls directly. So this is some authoritative content that talks about Phoenix. It is a more casual feel, which may or may not go over really well in this area of Texas, but and it just is really up to you. You can see we have our contact form on every page. On the first page, we talk about the different suburbs that they work with. We do residential and commercial, some of the services. We go into more detail about the services. Here's all the details about the services, the cities, the pool deck finishes, services, and flooring options. You can see there's a lot of information in here. This is what you need on your website. We're going to talk about cost, warranties, guarantees, next step, which is your call to action. And you can tell there's not just a whole lot on this website. And this website, I will tell you, is ranked #1 in Phoenix for pool deck repair. But it's just good copywriting, authoritative content about Phoenix and pool deck resurfacing, repairing, remodeling, and repainting. So that's my idea of what we can do for you. Again, my name is Suzanne Lancaster. Please call me if there's something I can help you with. I'd love to work with you. My phone number is 214-236-4678. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.